Always start with our Fridays, hearing about what to watch. Maybe if you plan to hang inside or just, add some to your ongoing list. Movies, shows, streaming, all of the above. And our live guest has 3 top picks for you this morning.
Yes, certainly does. It's our very good friend Dale Pollack. He is live with us as always. Dale, thank you for joining us today. We want to start with one of my favorites, my most anticipated series of the year. I'm really pumped about this. It's the Game of Thrones prequel, The House of the Dragon. I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it, and should fans, what should they think about this?
Well, you're only allowed to see 1 episode at a time now. This is a throwback to the way HBO used to do it, where everybody had to wait till Sunday night to see a new episode, and they're doing it again. And you will see this is a shift in the streaming services. Films used to be available on the day they opened. Now they're going to have to wait till a 9 o'clock premiere. So it's a little shift that's going on here. And this show got the largest audience in HBO history, 10 million viewers.
Is it good?
It's good. I mean, I have to admit, I did not watch Game of Thrones. And so you can boo me and make fun of me. But this, I don't think you need to have seen Game of Thrones to enjoy this. I was really pulled in by the first episode. It's the establishment of the House of Targaryen, and we meet characters who are the forefathers of the people who were in Game of Thrones. 2 actors kind of jump out at you. Patsy Considine, who plays the king, is a familiar Irish actor. And then Matt Smith, who is Prince Philip on The Crown, is really good as really the lead of this series, from what I can tell from the first episode. This is expensive movie making. This series cost $200 million for 10 episodes, and it will be outspent by the upcoming Lord of the Rings remake on Amazon, which spent $465 million.
Oh my gosh.
So we're in a real price war here right now with these 2 projects. They're the most expensive programming ever made for television in the medium's history. So the visuals are going to be incredible. The first episode of House of the Dragon looked amazing, and I think that will continue. So we're in a high flight competition now.
Okay, we can see you gave it 4 popcorn ratings. That's terrific.
My highest rating. I think it sets up what looks like to be a very interesting, very rich looking series.
Great.
I can believe it, Dale. And of course, there's another big name out there that's now hitting the box offices. Idris Elba is in the movie Beast.
He's in everything.
Now, I've seen Beast already, but I would love to know your thoughts and if you would recommend it.
Well, I wasn't sure how this was going to play out. I was pleasantly surprised at the beginning when the lion makes its first appearance. It really comes out of nowhere and hits you pretty hard and wakes you up. The problem is the lion is great in long shots. But when you're close up on the lion, it looks cheap and kind of crummy. It's not, I mean, if you've seen the Jurassic World films, this lion doesn't make the grade. And it's unfortunate because it's the major star of the movie. And the minute you get into a close-up, it looks really like a bad digital effect. So I think the editing in this film is good. I thought Idris Elba honestly brought very little to it. His friend in the film, Charlito Copley, who's a South African actor who made a big premiere in, what is the film I'm thinking of? At any rate, Idris doesn't really have much to do. He has his 2 daughters, one of whom resents him, in the car with him, but they're basically hostages to a crazed killer lion. And you know what's going to happen by the end. Idris Elba is going to make it. So the suspense is not really that great. And when you don't have suspense and you don't have a really good visual effect, I think you're left with a mediocre movie. And I gave it 3 popcorns because of the good editing. They make the most out of the impact of the lion attacking. But dramatically, I thought the film sort of fizzled out. What did you think?
I've always heard it described as like the Jaws on land. That was how they were promoting it. I was underwhelmed. I felt like they didn't actually pull the storyline together at the end. So honestly, Dale, I would quite frankly agree with you on this one.
Okay, and Dale, before we let you go, there's also a show on our own network, the CW. Tell us about Leonardo.
Well, this is an Italian-made series with some English and Irish actors, but everybody is in Italy, and they actually shot it in Leonardo da Vinci's hometown of Vinci, Italy. The star is an Irish actor named Aidan Turner. He's playing Leonardo older than I would have thought. He seems to be about 40 when the film begins. So you're going, well, how much older can he get in the course of the story? The production values are very high. It looks beautiful. The costumes are amazing. And to my surprise, dramatically, it is engaging. You want to see what happens to Leonardo, and you are just beginning to see his work. Shows about painters are kind of dull. It's kind of boring to watch someone paint. So we see very little painting in this series. We see a lot of interaction between medieval characters, and that's fun to watch. And like I said, the costumes and sets are beautiful and extravagant. So I gave Leonardo 3 popcorns. It's enjoyable. It does not set the world on fire.
All right, Dale, you did it again. We appreciate you. We will see you right here, same time, next Friday.
And of course, you can always get in touch with Dale at any time on his website at dalempollack.com. Thanks, Dale.
Have a great weekend, Dale.
Thank you,
and it
Dale.
is Friday after all.